We've finally taken a dive and bought some rare players. Who are they? What have we got on our team? Let's have a look. Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to some more Sorare content. Don't worry, other content is coming. I'm just very much obsessed with Sorare at the moment. Now before this video starts, as always, if you are new around here, want to hit that subscribe button. Trying to hit 1.7k subs, let's say 1.7k subs. Also leave a like on this video as well and comment as well what you think of these signings we've made and let us know what we should do next. I think most of our spending is pretty much done for the time being, or for quite a long time I'd say, on Sorare. Let's have a look at what players we've got. Let's talk through our ideas and also what team we're going to line up for next week. So, like I said in the intro, we've got our team pretty much made. We've got our squads, our limited squads, and our rare squad now. We have invested a bit of money into our squad. We'll talk about that in a minute. But we have some potential transfers coming in and out. But before we start that, let's have a look at our rewards from last week. We didn't do too badly, although I'm kind of gutted. I'm very gutted. You'll see why in a second. So, if you look at the leaderboards for prize, where was it? 1 second. My teams for limited. I came, not this week. What week was it? Oh God. This week. Here we go. On the week of 238, I came 1,569 for 307 points. Now, normally, that score gives you a reward of some sort. A card reward, a tier 3, not a tier 2, nowhere near a tier 2, but a tier 3 reward. Normally, that points gets you it. I finished, I think, in the prize pool of week 238, I finished 100 places off of rewards. And it sounds quite far, but I think the points away from a reward, I was like 2 points away from a reward. And NEC conceded the 91st minute. That's 2 points away from our midfielder, who scored, by the way. Shona scored. A holding mid scored. One of them weeks you just don't really replicate again. Diego Lopez conceded 4 as well. If they conceded none of their late goals, we'd be in rewards with 4 extra points here. Cordoba kept giving the ball away for no reason. No idea why he'd done that. George Cox had a decent game. And of course, Benjamin, my sweet prince, had a lovely game. 78 points. I think he got an assist. And also he was my captain, which is very nice. So you know what? A decent week, but we didn't get any rewards. We were so, like, ridiculously so close. In terms of commons, done okay, 65,000. It's a pretty average team. No one really stood out. We used Joao Torres for the first time, who we got as a reward a couple of weeks ago. But in terms of our common reward, we got Inigo Martinez, who is actually pretty decent, and we got Enzo Fernandez the week before that, which I haven't shown you, or the game day before that. He's 19, pretty good. Pretty good he is. I think he's tier 2. Enzo Fernandez. Let's go on Sorare data and let's look at Enzo Fernandez. Show you what he's like. Just looking at MLS goalkeepers for the time being. I'll show you why I was looking at that in a second. But Enzo Fernandez, I know obviously he's a common card, so it's not obviously any value. He's 90 quid in terms of limited, which is a pretty decent card. 66 of his last 5, 100% played. In terms of scores, he's 19 years old. So can be useful for under 23s as a limited. I'm not sure there's a common under 23s. I don't think there is. There's not, is there? No, it's just casual for that, so he doesn't really count for us. But as a limited card, he'd be unreal. Scores are decent, useful for commons, maybe push for a limited player if we win enough points there. And Inigo Martinez as well, who's another solid person, another solid player. 15 quid on limited, very consistent performer. Looks really decent. Nice points around the board, but like I say, he's a common, so not really too valuable. But I'm absolutely gutted that we didn't get our points, any rewards here. Like, absolutely gutted. But next week, hopefully, we should be okay. Talking of transfers, which I mentioned earlier. Now, we're looking at a few movements here. Benjamin, my sweet prince, I am looking at selling him for almost double profit. Now, I bought Benjamin. Where is... I don't want to give away too many things of what I've bought here. So, I bought Benjamin for 0.0347 Ethereum. Now, I'm looking at Ethereum prices because pound prices obviously vary on the Ethereum price. It's a little bit complicated if you don't understand what I'm saying, a little bit. But I'm looking to sell him for around 0.06, so almost double in terms of Ethereum value, which could be really good. I'm going to sell him because he's got PSG in a few weeks. His score average is really high for the last 5 games. His latest 85 is going to drop off after next fixture, so if he doesn't perform too well, his price probably does go down because his average score will go down. So we're looking at selling him and possibly reinvesting. In terms of rare players that I bought, the main bit of this video, gone a little bit mental on the MLS side of things. We want an MLS team. I want to get some nice rewards when the MLS season starts. Now, the MLS season starts the end of Feb. I can't remember the exact date. I wish Google was actually helpful here. MLS fixtures, 26th of February. So we have just under a month until MLS starts. So I thought I'd build a team and I'll show you what I've got here. So we have got a few nice options here. We've got Heber, who is technically kind of a backup player for New York, but he might be first choice when their first choice striker has been heavily linked to leaving the club. He scored 2 goals in pre-season, was out of an ACL last year. No, he was out of an ACL the season before that. Recovery was last year and has come back into pre-season and scored a couple goals. We bought him for around, I've got it on my phone here, because when you send offers, you don't see what the price is. So I bought him for 0.08. Now, I've listed him. I don't really want to sell these players, but if I make profit, I make profit. I'm not going to complain if they go. I can easily replace them. I've listed him for 0.1499. Now, someone's listed him for stupidly cheap here. This guy's got 3 hours left. So when these two go, we'll be the cheapest on the market, and fingers crossed we get a sale. So we're talking 0.07 Ethereum, which is about 130 quid profit if we do sell him for this price. If we don't sell him, I'll use him for the first game of the season. The next player in my club is Aaron Long. Now, we bought Aaron Long for 0.09, and at the moment, his recent sales have been around 0.12, 0.13, but at the moment, we're the only one on the market. So what have we done? We've listed him for 0.3 and see if some fool buys him. If we make 500 quid, we make 500 quid. If we don't, I ain't going to be crying. He'll start for me and my team. That's the plan with Aaron Long, who was an amazing player. Once again, a common theme in these two players we've had. He was out injured last season with a really bad Achilles injury, which is slightly a risk because Achilles injuries are really hard to come back from and improve on. They do reoccur quite often in players, although technology has improved and medicine has improved and all that stuff has improved a lot since these recent years. But he had a bad injury, hadn't played a lot of last season, but he is a class centre-back when he's fit. That's the plan. And you kind of pay for that a little bit, but we're going to try and hope somebody pays 500 quid for him. We don't know if they will. No idea. We don't care if they don't. That's the plan. Next person we got in was Robin Janssen, who we bought for 0.097. Now, currently, we have listed him as well because we're listing all the players. And if the cheapest one sells, we are the cheapest 2020 card. Now, you probably look for a 2021 card if you're going to buy somebody. We're £7 more expensive. We're looking at 0.14, almost 0.15. So we're looking at almost 0.05, 0.06 profit if we are to sell him. Obviously, like I say, if we don't sell him, we don't care. If we do, we've made profit. And the final MLS player we've got that's a rare card is Diego Charry. Now, he's 33 years old. He's signed a new 2-year deal contract extension. He plays all the time. He's a consistent 50 performer. If I show you his data on Sorare data, which is a very useful website, by the way, guys, he's a consistent performer. He's on average around 50s, and you want that for thresholds. I'll talk about thresholds in a second. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but we haven't listed him. We bought him for 0.075. He's selling for around 0.085. So that's nice profit there if we were to sell him. Now, I've had some offers for a couple of Benjamins. I'm not selling Benjamin for below what I listed him on the market for because, well, I can't be bothered to. I'll keep him. This is the thing. I'm in the best position because I'll happily keep these players. If they don't sell, they don't sell. If they sell, I made massive profit. So I'm very happy with that. But in terms of my club, got basically 2 defenders, a midfielder and a forward, and our goalkeeper for the MLS side. Now, obviously, we can't buy a rare. They're like £1,000 to buy, which is nowhere near what we're going to spend. We've got a reward of Maxime Crepeau, however you say his name, and he's a first choice goalie and one of the best teams in the league. So we're very lucky to have him in the club. Now, the reason we have him in the club is because on the rare leagues on All-Star, there is a threshold. So if you get, if you get over 200 points, you get £18 on 0.01 Ethereum. If you score 250 points, you get 0.02. So you're looking at average 50 score per player. Now, if you look at our clubs and the players we've got in our clubs, if he plays a bit more, he's my biggest risk. If he doesn't play, the threshold's unlikely. Robbie Janssen gets above 50 every average, and Charry gets 50 every average, and our goalkeeper, a decent goalkeeper. So basically, we're looking towards a threshold, and I think we can definitely get that with the team that we've got. Now, obviously, if we sell Benjamin, our limited team's a little bit poor, so we'll invest that into the limited teams. Maybe I'm looking at Sergio Busquets, consistent performer, nice player. 33 though, hasn't got many years left, but he'll play all the time under Xavi, so I'm not too fussed. He'll be a lot cheaper than Benjamin. He's a consistent performer. I have to have a look when we sell him. But that is my team going into February. It probably will change a lot if I do sell my MLS players. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might run off into the sunset with my profit. I might just reinvest it. Erling Haaland is 25 grand right now. Might make a cheeky bid. You never know. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with my players. But we're looking good. We've got a couple of squads. Now, obviously, we can't play this game week because we haven't got any international players, really. It's international break. But the 1st to 4th of Feb, I'm not sure we can play either. So we're going for 2 or 3 game weeks without actually any players playing. But the weekend of the 5th and 6th is when, so game week 242 is the one we're back in with a chance of winning things in my club. And I reckon my limiteds will change by then. I reckon we might have a couple new limiteds. Diego Lopez probably will go, and Rene Sweete will come into my starting lineup. George Cox will stay forever. I'm hoping Benjamin sells by then. Maybe a few MLS players go up in value and reinvest some things. Maybe Goodmanson leaves and goes to another club and we make some profit. Or we don't really know what's going to happen. Inigo Cordoba could leave as well. We've got 3 days or 4 days left to the transfer window ends, so a lot can change. I'm hopeful my team does well in a few weeks, but we've got a nice foundation to hopefully make some profit, and that's the plan here. I want to enjoy the game, but I also want to make money. Who doesn't want to make money? But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I say, guys, if you want to join Sorare, you can complete the referral code down in the description below. Sign 5 players in the market on the auction house. Basically, I call it auction house and play World of Warcraft. New card auctions, and you can win 3 cards. Great L, one a nice card there. A few players have bought 1 out of 5 here. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what you think I should do next, what players I should buy, what team I should make, if my threshold team isn't good enough, all that good stuff. Let me know, and also subscribe if you're around here, leave a like, and I'll catch you all later.